Over the last decade, the world has changed in many ways, and life is particularly different for members of the world's second largest religion, Islam. Incidents of bigotry against Muslims have increased ever since September 11th, and some have also expressed hostility to the growing Muslim population in the Western world.
Recently, the Swiss government has caused controversy by banning construction of minarets on mosques. Some critics of the ban say it's the latest major example of Islamophobia. The blog Gates of Vienna also stirred controversy for years. The description, "At the Siege of Vienna in 1683, Islam seemed poised to overrun Christian Europe. We are in a new phase of a very old war." In 2006, they made this badge, Islamophobic and proud of it.
Well, the fact that somebody would have to put a badge out like this suggests that it's not a particularly popular position to be Islamophobic.
Stephen Schwartz is the founder of the Center for Islamic Pluralism. The group criticizes radical groups like Al-Qaeda and educates Americans about the dominant, moderate Islam. He says it's only recently that many Muslims reacted to acts of bigotry.
You know, historically, Muslims don't really care what enemies of Islam think about Islam unless they come and try to kill us, and then we have to defend ourselves. For example, the whole controversy that took place with the Danish cartoons, this is a new phenomenon. This is a new phenomenon brought about by radical Islam after 1979, the triumph of the Iranian Revolution, and the new extremism of the Saudis, this touchiness, this claiming to be insulted, organizing demonstrations and protests about so-called insults.
In 2007, London blogger Hamid Sirhan snapped this photo of graffiti on the subway reading, "Kill all Muslims." Schwartz says this kind of hate speech is unfortunate and inevitable.
I think every place I've ever been in the world, I've seen some kind of graffiti directed against some ethnic group. It's unpleasant, but it's also not controllable. It's pervasive. It's everywhere in the world. My reaction to it is I'm sorry that somebody is stupid enough to have that idea that all Muslims can be killed, or is stupid enough to express such a ridiculous idea.
And just last year, allegations of Islamophobia made headlines in Canada and the U.S. Khurram Awan sued a Canadian magazine for publishing controversial remarks against Muslims. The media criticized Awan and his fellow plaintiffs for opposing free speech. Critics say Awan is a sock puppet for various groups. Awan says the media has a double standard concerning Muslims.
It's also quite unfortunate that we were attacked, even though the media was completely silent when other minorities were, filing their complaints under the anti-hate laws in this country.
The case was dismissed before it could go to court, but Islamophobia remains a controversial topic all over the world. I'm Ben Tan, JR200.